Hello, hello, you shining human beings. It's Heramid here, and welcome to heramidPlays Slay the Spire. In this Let's Play series, as I play, I discuss my choices and the tactics and strategies I have that lead me to those choices, as we ascend to the top, the heart of the titular spire. As well, I'm hoping to bring the game's story elements to life with narrative event reading, so I tend to prioritize hitting up unknown events. For any of those who don't know, STS is a roguelike deck-building game, so the choices that we make will impact which items and enemies we'll see, since those game elements and others, like route generation, are randomly determined for each run, creating a new experience every time. Welcome especially to the special birthday episodes of heramidPlays STS. Today I am completing Act 3 of my first ever daily challenge climb of STS. The daily challenge is a special version of the game that places specific specialty rules on you, as well as determines which character you'll be playing as. Today I'm playing as the Defect, which I've never ever played before, even in my practice runs before I started recording. So that's been fun working with all that, but the stipulations I have is that it's a cursed run, so it gets rid of the original relic that the character starts with, which is fine because I don't know how to work with that relic anyway, and replaces it with some curse synergy relics. As well, we have a diverse run, so we have cards from all of the characters in our card selections, and we also have the Midas touch, so we do gain a lot of extra money, which means prioritizing things like shops. Although I have not been prioritizing shops so far because they do occur occasionally randomly, and I had the Maw Bank, so I wanted to use that. Completing a daily challenge run also unlocks the custom mode of the game, which I plan to use at some point with input from the audience, so that you can decide which of those modifiers I will play with for some custom run, perhaps once I've played a little bit more of the game. But first, I'm going to have to complete this daily challenge run, so you are going to want to make sure to watch to the end of this video to see how this deck turns out. Act 2 went very smoothly. We hit 8 different unknown events, which included fighting extra elites, which included getting a bunch of relics, so this run is going pretty well, even though I've been picking up curses, and I have about 5 curses in the deck. So if you want to see how this deck shakes out, you gotta watch to the end. Remember to subscribe to my channel so you can stay in the know on new content, such as the next regular run of this game, as well as other content I'm working on. You can do that at any time during this video by hovering over the rainbow bean, which should be in the corner of your screen. Don't forget, you'll also want to ring the bell on my channel page if you want to get notifications, and you'll get those notifications the moment that new content is published, which currently I release new STS content every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Alright, now then, join me as we complete our daily challenge climb, playing as the Defect with various modifiers on it, searching for what lies at the heart of the spire in Act 3, The Beyond. Here we go, Act 3. So yeah, if you want to review, these are all of the relics that I've achieved in this daily run so far. A couple of them I don't really need, the data disk and the gold-plated cables, which are very good for the Defect, but not so good where I'm not playing the Defect normally, where I am not playing with the orb value, basically. So I'm going to start each combat with extra energy. I got the Darkstone Periamp, so my HP is much increased. I have 144. Who am I fighting this time? The Time Eater, so I want to keep things pretty short, I guess. I mostly focus on probably cutting cards from the deck because, well, none of these cards are playable anyway. I do want to take the Shame and the Pain out. Yeah, I thought I took one out. Oh well. Yeah, I mean, Yeah, that'll... Oh yeah, Creative AI is the card I just picked up at the start of your turn. Add a random power card in your hand. Yeah. Because you don't want to play a lot of cards, so maybe that tells me that I should not invest in 0-cost cards. All of these are good cards for that, because none of those are cards that I'll be playing. So really I've got about 24 cards, which is about 2... I'll go through my entire deck before the Time Eater gets through a second iteration of its time clock. Okay. So how many rests can I hit, actually, if I want to maybe cut some cards out of this deck? That's 1, 2, 3 is the most I can hit. There's a couple different routes by which I can hit 3 different ones. Both of them require going through here. So that's kind of the place to go for. And then, oh, wait, no, it's either that one or that one. So one of them is a little bit later in the run than the other. And let's see, if I go to this one, it requires me to go through here. I could do this elite, which I could hit another elite, or I could hit another... Well, I would want to hit this way so that I could hit 3. I don't really know what I want to pull out of the deck. I know I want to pull out the pain and the shame. Everything else can pretty much stay. And I might get more. I'm definitely going to get at least one more curse, if not more. Prioritizing an early shop is probably good, because I do have like 1,000, so I can curate my deck a little bit more. I can put in some cards and get rid of some of these basic cards here. So I'll probably want to hit an early shop then. Which, what do I have for shops? I could definitively hit that late shop if I wanted, but that requires me to go out of the way and not hit. So I could go to this shop. If I do that, and then I go, that's 2 question marks, 2 elites on my way to this, and then no elites for the rest of the run. If I go this way, I would hit this elite, and then probably go that way for the rest of the run. Probably not hit that second elite, that other elite. So that's that, and from there I could fight 1 elite, so that's 2 elites in a run. This is 1 elite in a run. Beyond elites are pretty tough though, but I do have a lot of HP. And this would be 1, 2 on the way there, in addition to an early shop. This is 1, 2, 3. So it's 3, that's 1, 2, 3. So I think I'm gonna go off to the left here, hit this early shop, hit up both of these to sort of use that to help really curate my deck. And if I want to, actually if I wanted to, I could go like this, and then over here, and then skip around that elite. Yeah, that seems like a better choice, because then I can heal immediately after, determine whether or not I want to fight a second elite, and then go off to the side there. Alright, that seems like the way to go. Alright, for a real quick pause here, I'm gonna eat a snack. Ooh, we got an orb walker. I'm gonna start. Choose any number of cards to replace. I don't really need any of those right now. Pain. Unplayable. On hand to lose 1 HP whenever you play another card. So let's draw a card. And get rid of the pain. Let's double tap. Well, if I do this, I'll draw a card, but I don't know what card I'm gonna draw. And the card I could draw might be a better double tap. Or I could just draw it both and then I'll have a bunch of stuff to play. That's probably my better bet. Oh. Only draws the 1 card. I'm just gonna defend for 6 and take the 4. Not worth it to use a dexterity potion on this orb walker. Okay, let's start by flexing. Let's charge the batteries. That's ghostly armor. So that leaves me fully defended. And then what do I want to pull? Probably I may pull the double tap. Because whatever I'm going to get, like... Yeah, let's pull a double tap. And I don't even really need to defend, but I will. There it is. Double tap the hyper beam. Nice. Discard a number of cards, then draw that many. All-out attack. Deal 14 damage to all enemies. Discard 1 card at random. Cloak and Dagger. Gain 6 block. Add 1 Shiv. Gain 1 focus. Or Endless Agony. Deal 4 damage whenever you draw this card, add a copy of it into your hand. I honestly think I'm pretty good right now. I don't really want to add cards to this deck. Yep. Unless there's something that, like, really works. Oh, right. I want to go this way because I want to go hit that shot. Oh, man. Double tap. Aggregate. Writhe. Defend. And I'll discard those to gain more cards. And I have the shame. Let's go be prepared and get rid of the shame. That's how to do that, my friends. Put the heat sink out. Get some block and extra energy for next turn. Deal some damage to everybody. And I just drew into a clumsy. So I can streamline. I'll hit you because you have more HP and you're going to block next turn. I mean, you're going to add block. So let's see. Fire breathing, creative AI, ghostly armor, and a headbutt against to bring back. Let's go with the streamline. And turn. I probably could have Gambler's Brood. I definitely should at least use this on the fight. It's only 1 turn, though. Nice, I got a free Metallicize. Oh, I have the pain. I lose 1 HP for every card I play. Let's... Oh, I don't even have any block this turn. Bummer. Drink. Oh, no, that was so... Oh, that was such a waste. I'm such a fool. Oh, I didn't even need to double tap the streamline. It's gonna kill whoever this hits. You're gonna hit me for more, so you take damage. And I'll strike you to death. And then hopefully you're gonna die next turn. And I am... Unfortunately, drank the dexterity potion for nothing, but... So he should be dead this turn. I got another creative AI. Oh my goodness. Now that's the hyper beam. That's all I need. Random skill, and we get streamline. Another copy. Reduce this card's combat by 1 this combat. I feel like it's better to just leave that at 1. Dual wield, choose an attack or power card, add a copy of that card into your hand. That works really well with this deck. Sword Boomerang is a pre-upgraded Sword Boomerang, so that's nice. I'm gonna go with the dual wield. I think that synergizes the best. Okay. Wraith form. Set up, put a card from your hand on top of your draw pile. It costs 0 until played. Nice. Fusion, gain 1 plasma. Channeling an orb puts it into your first empty slot if you have no... Oh wait. Gains energy. Poison Stab, deal 6 damage and apply 3 poison. Flash of Steel, deal 3 damage and draw a card. Metamorphosis, shuffle 3 random attacks into your draw pile, they cost 0. Meal Ticket, whenever you enter shop, heal 15 HP. I don't know if I'm going to hit any shops, and I can't definitively hit one, but I do have a ridiculous amount of money. Support small business, you know. Start each combat with 1 strength. Yep, didn't take the Vashra. And yep, I want to take that, the Frozen Eye, because it lets me see what order they're in, so I can know, like, before I draw. Fire Potion, Block Potion, Essence of Darkness, channel 1 dark for each orb slot. And card removal. Let's take a look. How many attacks do we have? I can cut out a regular strike. Oh, wait, no. I'm gonna cut out this pain. Actually, I'm gonna cut out the shame first. Cut the shame. I have no more shame. I have none. None more shame. I want to take Flash of Steel. I think that's a good 0 cost, deal damage, and draw into those cards that I want. Setup might be nice for if I get something in the first turn, and I don't want to have that on my first turn. And it costs 0. It's going to take whatever I put and make it cost 0 until it's played, so I could, like a 0 leg sweep, or 0 hyper beam. That'd be nice. I think that's the only other thing that I would want. 3 random attacks into your draw pile, that might be good just to get more attacks in there, because right now there's 10 out of 30 cards. But that is another 2-cost card, but I have a lot of energy. And let's see. Skill Potion. I think I might actually switch out this Skill Potion for this Block Potion. And then I might do Setup and Metamorphosis. Although... Are any of these doing discard? Ooh, Poison Stab is also good. It's just a good, solid, like, attack, and then they are taking additional poison damage. Although I'm not doing a lot of poison, so that doesn't, like, synergize very well, so it's better to sort of, like, keep the deck small. Which means set up to really decide on those choices, and I think Metamorphosis to just add more attacks into the deck. And then other than that, I think I'm good. I lose focus, so I don't really want to do any of that. There we go. Thank you. Sensory Stone. Navigating through the beyond, you discover a glowing tesseract, spinning and shifting gently in the air. You touch it. A sharp pain flows through you, followed by vivid flashes of a distant memory. Whose memories are these? Yeah, lose 10 HP. I'm at 127 for 3 colorless cards. Swift Strike, deal 6 damage for 0. Bandage up, heal 4 HP and exhaust. Chrysalis, shuffle 3 random skills into your draw pile. They cost 0 this combat. Or gain 2. Finesse, gain 2 block and draw a card. How many skills do I have? I have kind of a lot of skills, so I'm okay on the Chrysalis. Bandage up is nice. Swift Strike, just extra attacks or extra block with card draw. Yeah, I'm gonna go with extra block with card draw. Magnetism, at the start of your turn, add a random colorless card into your hand. Secret Technique, put a skill from your draw pile into your hand. Sadistic Nurse, whenever you apply a debuff to an enemy, they take 3 damage. Or gain 1 artifact and exhaust this card. Magnetism might be nice. Well, no, that's going to be adding too many cards into the deck and just sort of making it much too random. And I don't have enough debuffs, but getting an extra power is nice. And I don't really have any debuffs to apply to. I don't apply debuffs at all. Well, I have the leg sweep. Or I could just not take a colorless card. Well, you also get an opportunity to skip when you do this, so basically playing this out means I have an opportunity to just, like, keep putting in, like, more of these colorless cards, and colorless cards are generally pretty strong. Oh wait, what do I have a skill? Oh, what I could do, though, is I could use the sadistic nerve. No, not the secret technique. But it only has, well, it has a few options, like the double tap, the dual wield, the flex, are all, like, good options for that, of like, oh, I actually don't need this turn. Here, let me put it back. Oh wait, no, it goes from your draw pile into your hand. So, sorry. That just pulls it out of the deck. Ugh. I don't know. If I could skip, will it take me back to the thing? Don't remember. Because there's three options. Alright, I'm just gonna have to choose something. I think I might go with the power because I do have the heatsink, and I may go with the magnetism, yeah. And we got another opportunity for metamorphosis, more random attacks, dramatic entrance, so I start with this in my hand, and it deals 6 damage to all enemies in attack. Another flash of steel. Put 3 random attacks from your draw pile into your hand. That's good just to, like, get... Because I already have a metamorphosis, right? Yeah. So I'm already adding extra attacks. So that then, like, puts those attacks into my hand. Yeah. That's the choice. Confusion. Objective. Balance must be enforced. Define. Balance. Error. Balance not found. Define. Balance. Error. Balance not found. Warning. Large object approaching. I am Meow. Ooh, what an interesting event. I haven't encountered that one before. Not like that. Falling. As you head upwards, hopping from one floating shape to another, you slip. You begin to fall. While in free fall, you consider your options. Land safely with your greatest techniques. Channel a power to survive the fall. Strike at the wall to hang on to it. I'm not going to lose my ritual dagger or my heat sinks. I'm going to lose a regular defend. I land. You land with extreme grace before continuing on. Goodbye, pain. No more pain. I feel pretty confident. Let's go fight this elite. Ooh, it's the Reptomancer. Ritual dagger is good. Headbutt. Yeah, I guess I'll do the Writhe, because then I can always play the Prepared and just discard something else. Flash of Steel. Well, first of all, I'm gonna Ritual Dagger one of your daggers. Then I'm gonna Flash of Steel the other dagger. Oh, man. Put 3 random attacks into your hand. For your draw pile into your hand? Yes. 11 damage to all enemies. And I draw a card. That's enough to kill. So then I'll hit you, and I'll put... the... Oh, I should have probably played those out, and then I could have played those. Gonna go with the Sweeping Beam. Let's draw a card, discard a clumsy. Well, that's ethereal, so it's probably better. Oh, that's right, I forgot that I was just gonna pick it up. Yeah, that's fine. Deal some damage, draw a card. Shuffle 3 random attacks into your draw pile. Yep, let's do that while I got a Cold Snap, a Barrage, Cold Snap, Clothesline, and I got a Barrage, which is blue. Barrage, deal 4 damage for each channeled orb. Bummer. I will do that because it's not gonna, it'll hold on to it till next turn. Well, I went through quite a bit of the deck. I went through 9 different cards at the beginning, and then some. Finesse. Gain 3 block and draw a card for nothing. Cold Snap. I don't have any focus down yet, so let's deal 11 damage here and channel a Frost. Leg Sweep. Choose an attack or power card, add a copy of that card in your hand. I think it's probably... Oh, man. Yeah, I think... Oh, man, because I could do the leg sweep, which would gain me more block. Ah, nuts. I should have used one of my potions already. Or I can just gain 12 block, double tap the blood for blood, and just sink as much damage into the Reptomancer as I can. Yeah, that seems like it's a decent play. It's kind of a lot, but... And I'll drink this block potion. Okay, so, like, I'll take some damage, but not, like, a ton. Oh, that's right, I have thorns. So creative AI, at the start of your turn, add a random power card into your hand. And then I'm gonna Hyper Beam, because that's gonna kill that back one anyway. And now, this orb does nothing. Inflame. Gain 2 strength. And I draw a card. Oh wait, no, that's right, I haven't played the Heatsink yet. 90 damage in 2 weak. Definitely gonna hit you with that. Oh, I should have flexed first. Can I kill you this turn? 26 and 15 is not enough to kill this turn. So let's streamline that Ghostly Armor and Barrage for 15. Which means I'm still going to take some damage, but not as much. And that means basically death until now. Echo Form. The first card you play each turn is played twice. Fire breathing. Well, there's like all of my powers, basically, in the hand with the Heatsink. Put a card from your hand on top of your draw pile. It costs 0 until played. Well, just make that 0 cost. Heatsink, whenever I play one. Let's do that to draw a card. Evolve, I'll draw a card. Echo Form, I draw a card. Gain energy for every card in your pile. So every 6 cards in my draw pile, so none. Yikes. That's okay. You're dead next turn. I'm gonna get hit so hard though. Taking so much damage. Loop. At the start of your turn, trigger the passive ability of your next orb. Dead. Oh, whenever you rest, heal an additional, and a swift potion. Oh wow, I have so many things. I'm now onto a second page. Iron Wave, gain 7 block, deal 7 damage. Metallicize at the end of your turn, gain 4 block. Reprogram, lose 2 focus, gain 1 strength, gain 1 dexterity or anger. Metallicize and Iron Wave are both upgraded. I think I'm gonna go with the... Oh, I'm getting a phone call. Dear. And we're back. Sorry about that. I wasn't even getting a phone call. My fiance was, but I have his phone, so I ended up picking up. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna go with Metallicize. It's an extra power in the deck, although I don't really need more powers, but it is a pre-upgraded and just gets me block every time. Iron Wave is a good option because it gets me more block, but only for 1 turn, so I'm gonna go with the Metallicize. Okay, here we go. Let's go. Do I have anything that I want to take out? I am fine with all of these. Those are perfect curses. I would probably cut a regular defend or a regular strike. Or actually I could... No, that's it. Sounds like I could cut like the aggregate or something. Or I could just heal. Which I'm gonna heal for extra anyway. From the Regal Pillow. And I'll get a chance to put a card in. So I'm gonna do that. Another setup, a pre-upgraded setup. Oh man, now the token would have been good to replace this. That's what I'm gonna put in. It's pre-upgraded. It's a card I already have. It's again letting me like... Yeah. Well, I just rested, so I'm gonna go off towards this guy. What do I get? No, I got more shame. And I got war paint. Upon pickup, upgrade 2 random skills. Violence and a regular defend. Okay. Oh, could have been better, could have been worse, but it's nice that I got some extra things. So violence, put 4 random attacks from your draw pile into your hand. Nice. Just, oh man. Here we go. Okay. Setup, put a card from your hand on top of your draw pile. It costs 0 until played. I'm actually gonna keep that for the creative AI. And then the streamline is fine. I guess the Writhe to just draw into more stuff. Although I have more than enough energy, so I don't actually need to play the setup right now. So I'm actually gonna get rid of the setup and probably the Writhe because then it's more card draw anyway. So let's get that going. Let's draw a card. Just discard that card. So that does more damage. And then I gotta play this so that I don't lose out on it because it's ethereal. So he's now gonna take a bunch of extra damage from the streamline. And that's about the best I can do. Let's take a swift potion.
Oh yeah, you gotta get swifty. You gotta get swifty in here.
And I'll play another one. And I am now frail, so I'm gonna get less block this turn. But he's counting down, the giant head. Apotheosis. Okay, well I'm gonna play that and just upgrade everything. So, for every 5 cards in your draw pile, I gain energy. I can deal damage. Let's see, that's 9, so... let's see, that would pull them out of them. That would add more into the draw pile. So, if I do that and then aggregate, that would get me... Let's see, that adds 5 attacks. So that gets 26. So that's 5 energy. Yep. Fiend Fire, Wild Strike, Ball Lightning, just a whole bunch of attacks. Then I'm gonna play that to get some extra energy for my turn. Then I'll take this, I think. Oh, no, I want to play the fire breathing so that in case I draw into one of the curses, I take that to draw a card. Turns to be a curse. Take 4 of the things from 4 random attacks and put them into my hand. So, exhaust your hand, deal 9 damage for each card exhausted, and exhaust this card. Put all cost 0 cards from your discard pile into your hand from my discard pile, which would be prepared, upgraded setup, flash of steel. Put a card from your hand on top of your draw pile. Okay. So, that one would be played last. So, into your hand. Put that onto the top of the draw pile. So, let's do Reckless Charge for a dazed. Let's do... I think I want to do the All for One. Okay. Oh, that's right, I could have played them multiple times, but this exhausts, so... What do I want to... If I was to headbutt something, what would I headbutt? I think I would headbutt the Streamline, or maybe even the All for One. Put a card from your hand on top of your draw pile. It costs 0 until played. Oh, man. So, yeah. Let's go like that. Make this headbutt 0. Then I can draw 2 cards and discard 2. So I draw 2. I'll discard this. I may discard this. Reckless Charge. Yeah, let's discard the Reckless Charge. And the Clumsy. Let's see. I think I'm gonna headbutt the All for One back to the top. Oh wait, hold on. That's 9. But that's the card draw. That's 9. This is just damage now. Let's go. Headbutt. All for One. Flash of Steel. And then I play the All for One again. Bring back everything that I just put away. I do a setup to make this 0 until it's played. And I draw 2 cards. Ooh, finally got the heatsink. I'll get rid of the FTL and the Reckless Charge, I think. Oh no. Flash of Steel. Because then I'm gonna Fiend Fire the rest of it. Heatsink. And I'm gonna exhaust all of the rest of the cards in my hand, which is gonna deal a bunch of damage to him because it's 180 damage, and I deal 15 times however many cards there were. Not a bad, like, second turn, I think? Against the big head? Okay. I had a couple of free cards. Start of your turn, apply 2 poison all enemies. Nice. And Master Strategy, draw 3 cards. So that's gonna draw a card. Could dual wield Sweeping Beam. Let's draw some cards. Metallicize. Evolve. think I might set up the Hyper Beam for next turn. Oh, wait. Dual wield. Choose an attack or power card, add 2 copies of that card in your hand. Oh, but I always forget that that does power cards, too. Blur is good for some block. Yeah, let's go gain some block at the start of this turn. And I only have 1 at this one, so I think I'm gonna dual wield. The Hyper Beam and just add a bunch of extra copies of Hyper Beam. And then I'm gonna set up one of those Hyper Beams for next turn. Enter. Oh, that's right, I forgot I don't... Oh, but... I forgot that I'm not... The last one I played, I didn't discard cards, so... So first, let's flex. Let's charge the batteries. Let's get some violence. And then it's just increasing damage. That's 3 and 1. So the first card you play each turn is played twice. Oh man, I drew cards too. I want to double tap, so I'm not going to do that. I will gain 5 block and draw a card, though. I will... Let's see, Flash of Steel is less than the other ones. Let's be prepared. I can't play that, and... that's fine. I guess I didn't really need to be prepared, but... it gets more cards for him to play. So now it's just increasing damage. So that's a Ball of Lightning, Wild Strike, double tap, for 2 times Hyper Beam, which means he's dead. That was a pretty quick big fight, if I do say so myself. Upon pickup, upgrade 2 random attacks. Hyper Beam and FTL. Got the Blessing of the Forge, and I can add a card. Cleave, Chaos, channel 2 random orbs, Twin Strike, deal 5 damage twice, Iron Wave, Cleave. I think I'm gonna put an Iron Wave in because that's a good 7 block, 7 damage. I have a fat deck. And I'm at 100, and I'm at full HP, so not bad. Let's see. I will go like that and that. Finesse. Gain some block and draw a card for nothing. Set up. Gonna make that 0 cost. Then I'm gonna draw it. And I'm gonna discard the Curse of the Bell. Then I'm gonna play it. And I'm gonna play that one too. And I suppose I could have used the Blessing of the Forge on that and just upgraded them. So let's see, I got Feel No Pain. Whenever a card is exhausted, gain 3 block, and Swift Strike. And I have 5 bananas. Do I have any card draw? I do have some card draw. So I want you to die first. Let's go flex. Feel No Pain. Oh right, I don't have the extra card draw yet. Fully blocked. Swift Strike. Iron Wave. And then... what would I like to headbutt back to the top? headbutt. What are you? And I may just put prepared on the top? Flex? Yeah, I'll just put some flex on the top. Shuffle your discard pile into your draw pile and draw a card. Tools of the trade. At the start of your turn, draw one card and discard a card. Double tap Hyper Beam. Oh, I should have blocked first. I am a fool. Gonna get rid of the speed potion and use the dexterity potion instead. Pre-upgraded. Flex, what's Havoc? Play the top card of your draw pile and exhaust it. That could hit something that I really need. Steam Mirror, gain 6 block, decrease this card's block by 1 this combat. Headbutt, deal 9 damage, and Flex. I'll put some extra Flex in. It's pre-upgraded and it's a 0-cost card. I'm doing very well, so I'm gonna go fight this elite. Alright. Gonna get rid of that regular strike. And I'll do the rest. Play out some of my block. Here we go. And headbutt you. I'll take the card draw, maybe? Yeah, take the card draw. Dazed. Yikes. Well, I actually don't need to flex yet. Let's gain some block, and next turn I'll get some extra energy. Let's get some cards. I'll get rid of this extra defend. 4 random attacks. Then I'll set up the blood for free. And I flex. I'll ritual dagger that repulsor. That's everybody. Oh, I should have done that to. I should have done the AoE first and then hit this one with the lots of damage. That's okay. He's not even gonna hit me this turn. And his little repulsors are dead. Flex. Some extra attacks. And a Hyper Beam. Hyper Beam for the kill. Didn't even last. Flex Potion, gain 5 strength. Oh, I think I'm good for now. I really just need to use these more. Carnage, deal 28 damage. Reprogram, lose 1 focus, gain 1 strength and 1 dexterity. Cold Snap, deal 6 damage and channel 1 frost, which the frost orbs give you block. Or an pre-upgraded Twin Strike, which is just 7 damage twice. I think I'm good. I may take the Carnage. How much energy do I have? I'm good, I think. I have so many cards in this deck. Yep. I mean, it makes the aggregate good if I get it early. Oh, actually, I want to leave that one in. Yeah, I guess I'll just ditch the Rye. I only want to leave the Clumsy because, well, no, I'll just let it go then and see if I can get something better in my first turn. Well, that's... I'll discard... the... aggregate, I think. Flex. Headbutt. I'm gonna bring that back. And I'll ghost the armor. And I played that card for nothing. Oh, I should have gained dexterity. Oh no, there's more of them. Let's see. Whenever I play power card, draw a card. And at the start of your turn, add a random colorless card. And at the end of my turn, so... And that gets me a card draw. Gain some block, that gets me a card draw. Just now, no matter what, good to play. And Gambler's Brew. Get rid of both of them. Nuts. Well, nuts. I was hoping I would get something like a Hyper Beam or something here, but I didn't get anything. Oh god, I'm gonna take so much damage. Oh no. This is gonna be the death of me. I made my deck too thick. Oh my god. And just like that, I'm down to 32 out of 150. Okay. Well then. So let's do... I have 5 working with. So let's do a fire breathing, because that's going to make me draw a card. That will also get me to draw a card. And it also gets me to draw a card. Let's gain some block and draw a card. Let's just make this all nice. Draw a card. 8 block, and next turn I'll gain some extra energy. I can only play 2 things this turn, so I will Iron Wave for certain to deal 9 damage to kill that. Hold on. Well, no, I guess I didn't. Yeah, I should have played that instead. Well, no, I guess I shouldn't have, because that got me block as well, and that will get me extra block and everything for next turn. So, I'm only taking 7 damage this turn. That's not so bad. Not so bad. Okay. I've done, like, nothing to the Reptomancer, though. Hand of Greed. Deal 26 of Fatal, gain 20. Let's gain some strength. Let's deal some damage and draw a card. Let's put some random attacks in my hand. Which means, let's see, this is fatal, this is fatal. I want that one to be fatal. So that's 28. And Streamline would be 25 and 44. And then I can Hand of Greed instead of the Ritual Dagger, because the Ritual Dagger is not going to do enough to kill. But that will set me up a little bit better. The difference is 10 damage. That puts him at either 24 or 34. So I'm gonna do that. That one also doesn't exhaust. That's okay, I'm gonna hopefully just kill you this turn. Nice. Attacks into your draw pile, and they cost 0. So I might draw into them. I won't kill you this turn, so... play some defenses. And now you're gonna be dead this turn. What a brutal fight. Flex, Twin Strike, and with you dead. Oh boy. Sundial, every time you shuffle your draw pile, gain 2 energy. And an attack potion. Rampage, which is deal 8 damage, increases card's damage by 8 this combat. Glass Knife, deal 8 damage twice, decrease the damage of this card by 2 this combat. Cool-Headed, channel 1 Frost and draw 2 cards. Crippling Cloud, apply 7 poison and 2 weak to all enemies. I've got, let's see, 1 fight to go. That's a good, like, defensive card, really. So it kind of helped protect me a little bit in 1 round. I'm good. I'm gonna skip for now. Oh man, we got a Spire Growth. Oh, I'm gonna be so lucky if I don't randomly, like, die. Don't need that this turn. At the start of your turn, add a random. Okay. Heat sinks. From your draw pile into your hand. Yep. So I got random attacks. So let's flex. Flash of Steel. Finesse. There's the Hyper Beam. Yep. Hyper Beam. Headbutt. Hyper Beam. Be prepared. Sure. Hyper Beam. And you're down to 50 out of 100. So it's 120 in round 1. 120 damage. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Constricted. I don't know what that does. Let's play that out. And my best bet is probably to... I can Iron Wave, which will give me 8 block. And... yeah. Oh man. So I get a card draw. And I get an upgraded defend, which is 9 block versus 8 block and damage. Oof. I'm gonna go for the extra block. Oof. Ritual Dagger for the kill. Oh man, and I got a Gambler's Brew. Steam Barrier, gain 8 block for 0. Piercing Wheel, all enemies lose 8 strength this turn. I might just add the Steam Barrier. It's a good little, like, extra assistance, and it'll round us out to a nice even 40 cards in the deck. I'm definitely... I could toke? No, I'm definitely gonna rest. Oof. Hello, world! At the start of your turn, add a random common card into your hand. Infernal Blade, Doom and Gloom, deal 14 damage to all enemies, and channel 1 Dark. Dark increases the damage every turn, and then once it's evoked, it deals damage to the enemy with released HP. I don't know what the Dark does as a passive. I already have so many cards in this deck, and I'm just going to be filling in more and more and more. I'm good. Here we go. Final fight against Time Eater. Wish me luck. time warp. Whenever, so he's gonna inflict, oh, he's gonna hit me really hard. Let's replace the setup and the writhe. Okay. Draw a card, discard a card. Go with that one. And then I can put a card from your hand on top of your draw pile, and it costs 0 until played. That. Headbutt. And a blur. And then I'll headbutt you for another setup. Oh, I should have played the dexterity. Apply 2. Lock on targets receive 50% more damage from orbs or wild strike. Free wild strike. I have fire breathing in this deck. Ah, company. First let's flex, and let's streamline, then let's Gambler's Brew, both of these cards. Sure, I'll do Magnetism and an Iron Wave. I just gotta kill him as fast as I can, really. Metamorphoses. Shuffle 3 random attacks into your drop pile. That'll cost 0. This combat. I got 3 cards. So I'm actually going to charge my battery and leave the Flash of Steel because I don't want to draw a card because I don't want to play that card because my turn is... Oh no, I should have done that because then my turn would have ended. But I would have drawn the card. That's okay. I only get to play 1 card this turn. Which makes it the Ritual Dagger. Because that's the end of my turn. Oh no, I'm at 33. Dark Shackle. Enemy loses 9 strength this turn. Nice. Now it's going to do 0 damage. Perfect. Okay. That's 5, so let's actually aggregate. And then I'll dual wield this Hyper Beam to add in an extra copy. Put the Creative Eye out, and I'll add an extra, and then I'll do that thing effect. And I'll take no damage. But he'll take 3 damage for hitting me 3 times. Okay. Whenever you gain block, deal 5 damage to a random enemy. Jack of all trades, add 1 random colorless card into your hand. That's gonna make me... Oh no, I haven't played that yet. And... Dexterity potion for some block. And I'll strike you. I only get two things next turn, and I don't even know if I'm gonna make it till then. Oh my goodness. Okay. I get 2 cards. I get 2 cards. Yikes. So, that's definitely one of them. Every time you play 5 cards in a single turn, deal 10 damage to all enemies. This is going to end my turn, so I don't want to do violence. I could do a pummel because it's going to deal 8 damage 4 times. So that's... it's just 8. So that's 20... That's 32. So it's more than the blood for blood. Oh, I should have done this first, and then I could have, and then got the block, and that would have dealt damage to him. Shuffle through random attacks into your draw pile, and they'll cost 0 this combat. Every time you play 5 cards in a single turn, deal 10. And the next card I would draw is my Ghostly Armor, so I want to maybe leave that. So I don't want to play a power. I'm just gonna pummel you. Saddle on my turn and increase your strength. Enlightenment. Reduce the cost of all cards in your hand to 1 this turn. I don't even need that. That's... well... do I have any card draw first? Ah, of course. I don't even need it this turn. I'm gonna play that. Oh, I should have waited until I played Enlightenment. Whenever an attack deals unblocked damage, apply with poison. And I don't even want to play the Steam Barrier. Foolish, foolish! Ay. Yep, I'm not gonna defeat him. There's no fucking way. There's no way I can defeat him. Shuffle your discard pile into your draw pile and draw a card. I don't have any. That's just card draw, really. Yep. Nuts. Should have kept things more tight-knit in this run. Yep, that's the end of the run. He's gonna deal 33 damage, and I can't stop that. There's straight up nothing I can do. Die. And I can only play 1 card anyway. And that's it! That's the end! There it is. Boom, boom, boom. Death. I'll try again tomorrow. Well, other than the final fight, it was a pretty good run. I don't think I played that very well, and I don't think I built a very good deck, but it was interesting, and I'm glad that I managed to make it all the way to the end. How did I do? Oh, and I earned an unlock for the Defect. Cool. So I unlocked some of the Defect's cards. I climbed 250 floors, slew 14 enemies. I killed 2 elites in the Exordium, 1 in the city, and 3 in the Beyond. I probably should have not gone for the 3rd one. Slew 2 bosses. I like shiny, so I got have 25 or more relics. Yeah. I have so many relics, I fit on the 2nd page of how many relics. Raising money. I got over 2,000 gold. Mystery Machine visited 15 plus question mark rooms. Librarian, have a deck size of at least 35 cards. Stuffed, increase your max HP by 30 or more, which I definitely did, which did not help me anyway. Curses! Your deck contains 5 curses. And Champion, defeat an elite without taking damage, which I apparently did twice. Wow. That's pretty intense. Great, let's see what I unlocked. Ooh, I unlocked Rebound. Deal 9 damage, put the next card you play this turn on top of your draw pile. Equilibrium. Gain 13 block, retain your hand this turn. And Echo Form. Ethereal Power. The first card you play each turn is played twice. I'm sorry I did not win. Thank you for tuning in, though. I'm very, very glad that I made it through all the way to the end. I was really worried that my first daily challenge was going to end in, like, the first half of Act 1, and that was going to be really embarrassing. But that's okay. I don't think it was a particularly great deck, but I got so many relics. I've never gotten this many relics before. That was really cool. It was really interesting playing with the modifiers and playing with this, like, this curse idea and kind of trying to work around that. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Make sure, again, to please leave me your birthday wishes, because this was in honor of my birthday on May 20th, which is when I did all of the recording of this daily climb. This was my first daily challenge climb, and I did the daily challenge. This was the challenge for my birthday. The challenge for my birthday was to play the Defect with a cursed run. Whenever I defeated a boss, I became cursed, and my starting relic was replaced with the cursed key, the Darkstone Periapt, and the Duvu doll, which gave me the Darkstone Periapt, which is whenever you obtain a curse, you increase your max HP by 6, which is part of how I got my max HP up so much, was I kept getting curses, and then I would just take them out. The Duvu doll, for each curse in your deck, you start each combat with 1 strength. I currently have 5. I think at most it could have been 8 this run. Diverse cards are not restricted by your character, so I was able to include cards in my deck from all of the characters, which it looks like I mostly did the Defect and the Iron Wave with a little bit of the Silent. I don't think it included any of the Watcher cards because I haven't actually... This was my first time with the Defect, so I don't think I haven't done a Silent run, so... Yep. And then also you get the Midas touch, which is enemies drop 200% more gold, but you can no longer smith at res sites, which is kind of a bummer because, like, it basically meant that I didn't even bother looking at what the upgrades of cards would do. Like, what does this do on the upgrade? Oh, on the upgrade, this is just cheaper, which is nice. Because I basically wasn't going to get upgrades. But 908, that's, I think, my best score personally so far, and it would have been even more if I had managed to defeat the Time Eater. But unfortunately, I just did not have the time. Hey! Okay. That is a wrap for today, friendos! If you enjoyed this video, and this entire little side series in addition to my regular content, make sure to click the big thumbs up below. Please leave me your feedback in the comment section. Plus, feel free to leave any strategy suggestions there too, especially if you have any feedback on that Time Eater fight. And, like, I know I didn't play it very well. If you have some suggestions on cards maybe I could have cut from this deck, or maybe some of the choices that I made, which ones would have been a little bit better. I think one of the things I really messed up on was I bought the Frozen Eye and then I didn't even use it. Like, I had all this card draw and I wasn't paying attention to it because I was kind of trying to, like, run through pretty quickly, so that these videos didn't end up being too terribly long. But I think it probably would have behooved me to stop and look at that because of this. But, like, this is ridiculous. This is so many. As always, when you leave comments, be loving as you do so, and subscribe to my channel for more content. I do come out with more Slay the Spire every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. If you want to make sure to get your notifications for that, you have to ring the bell, which you can find on my channel, which will notify you whenever the new content is released. Until next time, happy birthday for this and anybody else who's got a birthday hanging around. So, my partner made me scones for my birthday.